I'm Alvarado.
And I'm Madison Kasper. Welcome back, Sharks.
On this episode of Mako TV, Shark Dining announces a new delivery system for students via robots. NSU faculty and students performed a French melody concert in the Alvin Sherman Library, and for sports, our team spotlights David Chaviano, equipment room assistant for NSU Athletics. NSU medical students had their match day this past week, where they found out where they will begin the next chapter of their careers. My co-anchor and general manager Madison Kasper has the story.
3, 2, 1.
Match Day is celebrated for medical students across the country when they learn which residency program they have been matched with. Nova Southeastern University's College of Osteopathic Medicine hosted its Match Day ceremony in the Lavon Center. Associate Dean of Student Affairs, Dr. Delia Harper-Celeste, feels it's more special to commemorate this moment with those who support you by your side.
When you have a success and you're by yourself, it's an 8 or 9. When you have a success with the people who supported you, it's a 25. So I see that. You could feel the vibe. You see the tears of joy. You see the happiness. This is the best day of my work day. I think this even trumps graduation because it's more personalized for medical students. This is when they know where they're going to spend the next 3-4 years to become what they dreamed of since they were 5 and 6 years old.
Anticipation grew for the students while they waited to open their boxes.
We were sitting around here for about a half hour or so, kind of waiting with the box in front of us. So when the countdown finally went down, ripped it open, was really excited because that was my first pick.
Medical school is a long journey for many, including Sana Padavel. This day celebrates all the work it took to get to this point.
Well, you know the medical school journey. You just go from high school and then go into undergrad, and then you got to take your MCAT, and then you go into med school. And getting into med school is already big, but surviving and actually making it and getting through 3rd and 4th year, making your interviews, it just feels like it's been a long and very difficult journey, but you know, it's a big deal that everyone's matching today. And even for those who don't match, it's still a big deal. And you know,
the College of Allopathic Medicine hosted their match day in the Rick Case Arena at the same time as the College of Osteopathic Medicine. Reporter Bryce Johnson was in the Rick Case Arena to catch how all the students were feeling on this special day.
Yeah, I thought I was prepared for it, but it's just a different feeling opening up an envelope and seeing for the first time where you're going to spend the next 5 years of your life. So I thought I was prepared, but it was a crazy experience, but it was a lot of fun and it was great.
It's, 4 years plus of hard work and dedication, and, I think everyone took it each step of the way, and it's been a great process. It's long and hard, but now we get to celebrate.
Dean Chad Perlin feels that Match Day is a pivotal moment for these students' careers.
Today is a threshold moment. It's the moment in their careers where they cross from being students to beginning to being professionals. And that is a really magic moment in their career. And I hope they just stop and pause and reflect upon that key part of their journey.
This day is celebrated every year all around the country. I'm Madison Kasper with Mako TV. Next, for our sports segment, we have our sports anchor, Emily Potter, joining us. Welcome, Emily.
Here with me for the sports update is NSU women's basketball player Alana Ellis. Welcome, Alana.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
So with this being your last season as a Shark, did this season meet your expectations?
I would say that the season definitely met my expectations. We had a very successful season, especially having 10 new seniors come in. It was definitely an adjustment period that we had, having a bunch of people from different programs, but we were able to get through that and really gel together and really make strides during the season and, have a lot of success. We made it to the Sweet 16. We were able to compete in the conference championship as well, but we fell short by like 5 points. And then we also were able to get to the championship game in the Sweet 16, but we lost to the #1 team in the conference Union, but we definitely did our best.
And what else is going on with NSU Athletics?
As of right now, the men's basketball team, they're coming off of a win against Assumption on Tuesday. They're continuing their journey for competing for another national championship for the second time. And also for women's tennis, there is a top 5 match this Saturday, and they will be facing Embry-Riddle. They're ranked #4 and NSU ranked #2. And for softball, there's a top 25 matchup next week, and they will be facing Tampa.
Thank you for being here, Alana.
No problem. Thank you.
An essential role within NSU athletics often goes unnoticed. Equipment room assistant for NSU athletics David Chaviano has spent the last 2 decades working alongside the NSU men's basketball team. Our sports reporter, Bella Giaquinto, got the opportunity to take a closer look at this role within athletics and the appreciation the NSU men's basketball team has for him.
NSU men's basketball team has star players on the court, but behind the scenes is a man who keeps the program running. Long before athletes arrive to a practice or a game, and long after they leave for the night, David Chaviano, better known as Chavi, is hard at work, making sure everything runs smoothly.
I'm always making sure everyone has what they need, making sure that everything is set for the guys so when they walk in, they don't have to touch anything at all. Just play ball, that's it.
Chavi has been a big part of NSU athletics. It all started about 23 years ago when he was connected with the former NSU men's basketball coach at a camp he was working at. Now, his role is crucial to the program. Assistant coach Nick Smith says that Chavi makes his job in life a lot easier.
In terms of, these guys, they come into a locker room every day and their stuff is set out. They have towels, they have, shampoo, conditioner, all that stuff, and that's all Chavi. So he's kind of the unsung hero of this team. He's behind the scenes, but especially for me in terms of my job, he makes my job a ton easier because I come to practice knowing that our guys have the gear, they have the basketballs ready, and unbelievable guy.
David Chaviano's job isn't glamorous, but he does it with a smile.
Chavi does all the things that not many people want to do, and he loves doing them. So when you have somebody who's has as much passion and as much care for the way he does things, for things that aren't the most glamorous things, it just makes everything a lot smoother.
He's one of the hardest working people. He doesn't have the most glamorous job. He doesn't really get like the camera time and all the attention that he should for the work that he puts in, but he still does it every day. He doesn't complain. He doesn't worry about any of the outside noise. He just does his job, does the best he can, and I appreciate him every day for that.
It's his smile. It really is because the smile opens the gateway to the personality, right? He's extremely friendly and joking person. He can be pretty serious and pretty focused. When it comes to game time, you don't want to get in his way and distract him. Let him do what he's got to do. But outside of game days and game time, he's just somebody that you can just talk to and engage with and interact with.
To the average person, Chavi's work and dedication goes unnoticed, but to the NSU men's basketball team, he's more than just an employee. He's a best friend.
One of my favorite memories about him, we always joke around about it, but when I came on my visit back in 2017, I introduced myself and we kind of clicked right away. And we've been best friends ever since.
Chavi wouldn't trade the people of NSU for anything.
I love these people to death. I wouldn't trade anything for anything.
This week, Chavi has been sitting alongside the NSU men's basketball team in Evansville, Indiana, where he continues to support the team. I'm Bella Giaquinto with Mako TV.
Thank you, Bella. The NSU men's basketball team has made it to the national championship game for the 3rd consecutive year. They play California State University, Dominguez Hills, at 3 p.m. on Saturday. This game determines if they return with the national title. Lastly, another congratulations to the NSU women's swimming team for winning the national championship for the 3rd consecutive year.
Thank you, Bella and Emily. In honor of Women's History Month, our reporter Olivia Nur asks our Sharks which NSU woman has impacted their lives.
In honor of Women's History Month, we are asking fellow Sharks which NSU woman has inspired them the most. Let's find out who's making waves in our community. Which NSU woman has impacted you the most?
I would have to say my coach, honestly, Coach DeBastos. She impacted us the most. She's like our mom, like our second mom. She's always there for us when we need it, and especially when we're down, But she's definitely impacted the entire team here.
I feel that my 2 RAs, my RA Kaylin and my RA Alana, have impacted me the most. They've been very helpful in supporting me, pushing towards my goals, and being more acclimated to campus life. So I really appreciate them both for that.
I would have to say Miss Tamara Lubston. She honestly has given me a lot of opportunities on campus. From operations, she's given me a job in campus life. To even orientation, I had the opportunity to be an orientation guide and welcoming the upcoming freshmen that were coming to NSU over the summer. So yeah, I would just say the many opportunities and doors that she's opened up for me, I really can't thank her enough.
I would have to say Professor Leva. She was my Comp 2000 professor, so she was kind of like my first introduction to school when I first got here. I was scared. She really inspired me to write and write how I like, very professionally, very clean. She helped me clean up my grammar. And as a law major, that's all we do, write. So she really helped me gain that confidence.
Which NSU woman has impacted you the most?
My sorority G-Big, Brielle. She has always been there for me ever since I joined the sorority, and she's always there to listen to my problems.
I'm Olivia Nur with Mako TV.
Joining me is Coordinator of Fraternity and Sorority Engagement, Malik Smith. Welcome, Malik.
Thank you for having me.
Of course. What's going on with fraternity and sorority life?
Yeah, so coming up in the month of April, we actually have some new member presentations from our Unified Greek Council coming up. The best way to find out about those is to follow our Instagram at nsu.fsl, and that'll give you all the times and information on where to find these at. Additionally, we have our FSL Spring Fest coming up in April as well. That's happening on April 24th at the Flight Deck Backyard from 6:30 to 9:30 p.m. Here we'll have free food, some live performances from our Unified Greek Council, and just some fun for our students.
Wow. Is there anything new coming up in fraternity and sorority life?
Yeah, actually we have a new fraternity coming to campus, Phi Kappa Tau. This new fraternity reached out to us, had some interest in joining our campus as they heard great things about NSU, and of course the connection was there, so we made it happen.
Thank you for the updates, Malik.
Of course.
Next, for our health update, my co-anchor and general manager sits down with Dr. Arti Raja to discuss allergy season.
Welcome to the Health Update. I'm Madison Kasper. With me is Dr. Arti Raja, Mako Media's Science and Health Advisor. Welcome, Dr. Raja.
Thank you, Madison.
Our topic today is allergy season in South Florida. What is going on with allergies this year that they're really getting to everyone?
Right, so this is the peak season for a lot of the allergies. So usually we see it somewhere around the springtime and then again in the fall. And as far as the springtime goes, this is around the peak time for allergy issues. And it is not that it is any different from what has happened last year, but yes, we're probably noticing it a little more just because of the swing in the weather. It's been really cold, and then it's been like we've had a few days of it being really hot, and then it's gone back to being relatively cold for our area. So this going back and forth with the temperature is probably contributing to a lot of the trees and the plants kind of extending their time when they bloom. So their blooming time has been extended, and as a result, with that comes the extended allergy season because of pollen.
So what medicines or natural remedies help deal with allergies?
So there are a lot of different options. As far as natural remedies go, there's a lot of research going on currently to see what might be useful. One thing that people are beginning to think about is something to do with diet. If you can kind of intake perhaps more probiotics, like things in yogurt, that may help you deal with an allergic reaction should you have one. That's about the only thing that the studies have kind of shown that may have a good impact. And besides that, of course, there are over-the-counter anti-allergy medications that are available at your everyday local pharmacy places or grocery stores. And this would include things like antihistamines that you can take to kind of lower the way you respond to an allergic to the allergen.
What is the forecast for this allergy season in South Florida?
Right, so we're actually kind of a little past, at least us in South Florida, a little past the peak for tree pollen. So that's a good sign. So that the peak was, I think, somewhere around last week, or March 14th was like the peak time for tree pollen. So we would think, yay, we're done with tree pollen. But unfortunately, as we head into the summer, we're going to start seeing grass pollen. So we have to we've kind of gone past one stage, but we're likely going to see grass pollen coming through the summer. And then, of course, in the fall, there's some other type of pollen that can come up. But as far as tree pollen, at least we have passed this stage. And as far as the rest of the season goes, it depends on our temperatures. So it depends how hot or warm things will get. And based on that, things can change.
Thank you, Dr. Raja.
Thank you, Madison.
This has been the Mako Media Health Update. I'm Madison Kasper. See you next time. Shark Dining has released a new robotic delivery system here on campus. Our reporter, Bryce Johnson, has the story.
NSU is taking innovation to a next level with a new delivery system on campus.
We're the first university in South Florida to launch this innovation, and our mission is just to be constantly innovating and getting the latest and greatest technology here.
The new delivery system aims to make campus dining convenient for students and staff. Shark Dining Starship robots offer delivery from restaurants like Einstein's and Starbucks. Briella Guayo ordered Einstein bagels with this new delivery service.
I think they're the cutest thing ever. I know some people don't like them, but for me, I find them so fun, and they're just a fun addition. They go around and they have one job, and they're so cute and small.
The new Starship delivery robots are just the beginning of a new evolution of dining at NSU.
Well, that's interesting, right? So we're starting with food, but what else could it be? It could be anything else. And then the next evolution, it could be drones. I mean, who knows down the road? But, our core values, again, innovation, student-centered. This falls right into it. It's the next evolution of NSU, Shark Dining. So we're very excited about it.
Shark Dining is planning on offering more delivery options in the future. I'm Bryce Johnson with Mako TV.
Joining me for our art segment is our reporter, Jocelyn Saccucci. Welcome, Jocelyn.
Hi, Madison. Thanks for having me.
What's going on with arts here at NSU?
The 14th Annual Senior Showcase Art Exhibition is open now and runs until May 1st. Tonight at 7, Shark Talent is hosting their production Starstruck in the Performance Theater. Seats are first come, first serve. On Monday, DCMA is hosting a dance film festival. It will feature a number of films that showcase the art of dance. The event starts at 6:30 p.m. in the Performance Theater. Last week, Dr. Bill Adams and Dr. Ji-Hong Adams Park hosted a French Melody concert in the Cotia Gallery. Our reporter Jonathan Paul has the story.
Foray and Friends was held in the Cotia Gallery on March 19th. It was a musical performance hosted and performed by Dr. Bill Adams and Dr. Ji-Hong Adams Park, along with students. Dr. Ji-Hong Adams Park has been a musician throughout his life, and he played the piano during the concert.
Playing the piano music since I was 7, so it's definitely a big part of my life, and it's something that I always have a passion for, and also I'd like to share with students here at Nova Southeastern University and everyone else.
Here at the Cotillo Gallery in the Alvin Sherman Library, the Department of Communication, Media, and the Arts hosted its noontime concert, Foray and Friends. For the student performers whose first language is English, singing in French for the concert was a challenge.
Working on pronunciation as well as the memorization is a little bit different, but it's definitely a really good challenge, and it's really great getting to sing in pieces in other languages.
Dr. Bill Adams delivered a vocal performance during the concert, in addition to working with the student performers.
I love the students. They drive me crazy. I run the Bossa Nova Chorale, so I work with them on a regular basis, and so they are fantastic to work with. They bring so much energy. They're great.
Student audience members got to see a different side of their professors through their performances.
I mean, seeing him really display what he can do is completely different than what he shows us in the classroom. Honestly, it was really cool to see how much he holds back from us. It was amazing.
Foray and Friends allow students and faculty to collaborate together. I'm Jonathan Paul with Mako TV.
For our Sharks in the Arts segment, our reporter Carrie Corson sat down with Justin Tran, a student dancer here at NSU.
Welcome to Sharks in the Arts. I'm Carrie Corson, and our guest today is Justin Tran. Hi, Justin. We appreciate you being here.
Hi, thank you for having me.
To get started, we'd like to learn a little bit more about you. Can you tell us what your class year is and your major?
I am a junior marketing major.
Since you're not a dance major, how do you balance your passion for dance and your other professional pursuits?
I definitely just do a lot of after-school activities, especially with the show coming up, so student choreography showcase is coming up. So just having rehearsals for that. I tend to have free time a lot with work, school, and like dance especially is my big after school activity. So just having that balance is really nice.
Recently, you and a group of NSU dancers participated in the American College Dance Association Regional Conference. Where was that, and had you been to something like that before?
That was in Charleston, South Carolina, and that was my second time going. The first time I went, I was a freshman, and I wanted to go because it was a national year. So every other year they have a national year, and because dance is like my hobby, I want to go when it's important.
Of course, of course.
So I was like, oh, this is another national year, so I went.
Oh, well, to me, dance is always important. This year, though, you were recognized. Your solo piece got chosen. You get to perform at the national conference. That is incredible. Congratulations.
Thank you.
What was the title of your piece, and can you also share what the inspiration was for that?
The title is Compliance is Key, and my inspiration for the dance itself came from the song. It's called Interrogation by Travis Lake, and it's mainly kind of the sound bit is a interrogation between whoever the main character is and the second speaker, and it just talks about complying with society's like norms for a man. So it talks about like one of the phrases that he repeats is, how does it feel to be broken inside? And it just talks about kind of, this is what we expect from you, like why aren't you doing it? And slowly you can see throughout the text them conforming to what is needed from them.
Now, how did you kind of evolve from being a performer into choreography?
I started dancing in high school as a freshman because I didn't want to do PE. So it was a PE credit. So that's how I started. And then I really got into it and I went all the way. So it was my teacher that kind of showed me why choreography is really nice. I actually prefer choreographing than dancing.
Really?
Because I think it's just more intellectually stimulating.
Do you have any other thoughts that you want to share, like encouragement for dancers that are out there? Or?
I think, especially here, it's so welcoming. Like I, as like a non-program dancer, felt very welcomed by everyone in the program. So if you want, like there's a bunch of opportunities. The auditions are open to anyone with like no experience or all the experience you could ever want. So definitely just take that first step. And if it's something you really want to do and something you're really interested in, I don't think you should ever hold back.
Aw, I like that. I agree with that. Well, congratulations on this outstanding achievement. We wish you a wonderful experience at the ACDA National College Festival, and we appreciate you speaking with Mako TV today.
Of course, thank you for having me.
More information about NSU's dance program and upcoming events can be found online at nova.edu/arts. This has been Sharks in the Arts. I'm Carrie Corson. Until next time, carry on.
Thank you, Carrie. Over in the booth, we have DJ Romy to give us updates on Mako Radio.
What's going on, everyone? It's DJ Romy bringing you some radio updates back here in the booth. We still have our lunchtime shows from 12 to 1 and our night shows from 6 to 9, airing Mondays through Fridays on WKPX 88.5 FM Sunrise. We have some events coming up in April that we will be DJing. And be sure to stay tuned to our Instagram at NSU_Mako Radio for our new segment, Mix It Mondays, where either me or another amazing DJ here at the station provides you with the transition to start your week off right. Thank you.
Thank you, DJ Romy.
Thank you, Jocelyn, for all of your updates.
Thank you, Madison.
NSU hosted a community service event called All Fins In, and our reporter Isabella Perez was on the scene.
The All Fins In 4th anniversary was held March 22nd. It promoted the Ultimate Service Project with more than 30 community partners.
Working in the Office of Campus Life and Student Engagement, our biggest thing is basically making sure that the students are involved, are engaged. We do a lot of events like, Sharkapalooza and Waterworks where they're having fun and stuff, but we also do want to do stuff like community service, and we do know a lot of students do love giving back to the community, so we wanted to make sure we have a big, wide event where we can do just that, still have fun, and get along with everyone and just bring all the NSU students together.
All Fins In brought NSU students together to give back to whatever organization they were a part of.
Helping each other out, helping wildlife, or whatever the case may be, doing our part to help maintain our environment and the habitat we're in.
SLICE and Campus Life Student Engagement came together with over 30-plus community partners to promote the Ultimate Service Project. Junior Nadale Oscaris feels that engaging in an event like this raised her productivity while enjoying the outcome of ultimately giving back.
It means a lot to me because I feel like it's easy to stay at home and do nothing. I feel like it's kind of harder to get out of bed and, bring yourself here to actually help the community. So I think it just means giving back.
This event also built friendships and connections throughout the way.
This kickball specifically, they were going to put me somewhere else, but they put me here, and I was like, okay, I'd rather this way more. Just because you're actually connecting with people and you're talking to all the students that are from this program. So I drive here, I would drive again.
Community service helps in teaching how to serve others.
I really want to get more involved in service because I realized it's something that I really enjoy doing. And as a future physician, I think doing service in the community is the first step in learning how to serve others.
The All Fins In event started in 2021, marking this year as the 4th year anniversary. I am Isabella Perez with Mako TV.
That is all for this episode of Mako TV. You can catch our solo release videos on our YouTube channel at Mako Television.
You can also follow us on Instagram at NSU_Mako TV. Thank you for watching.
See you next time. Go Sharks!